Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Hunter Elliott here. Today I want to talk to you about these proposed potential changes coming to what is defining an AR pistol that's got a stabilizing brace on it. Currently, right now, if you have an AR pistol with a stabilizing brace designed to, clamp around your forearm or press against your forearm, allow you to shoot this AR pistol, stabilizing it, the ATF is classifying that as a pistol. There is a potential reclassification they're talking about doing, I think somewhere around December of 2022, that's going to reclassify that AR pistol with your stabilizing brace into a short barrel rifle, which is an NFA item. Which is, if this does happen, it's awful. But let's talk terms real quick. Now, I got this right off the Fed's website, so I'm reading you definitions from the Fed's website, and this is going to be a little boring, so just bear with me. What is a rifle? And Sweet Pea's here to fact check me here. The term rifle means a weapon designed or redesigned, made or remade, and intended to be fired from the shoulder, and designed or redesigned and made or remade to use the energy of an explosive to fire only a single projectile through a rifle bore for each single pull of the trigger. So that's saying a whole lot to say a little bit. This one is important, though. You may want to please pay attention to this. The term short barrel rifle means a rifle having one or more barrels less than 16 inches in length, and any weapon made from a rifle, whether by alteration, modification, or otherwise, if such weapon as modified has an overall length of less than 26 inches. So right now we got two numbers that are important: less than a 16-inch barrel and less than 26 inches overall length. If that's the case, it's an NFA item. If you want to purchase that short barrel rifle, short barrel shotgun silencer, you have to go on a Form 4 or Form 1 if you're going to manufacture it. I believe that's right. Submit all that paperwork to the ATF NFA division, pay $200 tax stamp, wait for that tax stamp to come back, which is taking 10 months to a year or more. Then that you essentially get a little stamp, and then your dealer is then allowed to transfer that NFA item to you. When the AR pistol first came out with a stabilizing brace, people were naturally shouldering that brace. The ATF then at that point said, well, if they're misusing the brace, not as it intended, it's not redefining what this AR pistol is. Then they said, yeah, it is. And now they said, no, it's not. So currently, right now, if you have an AR pistol with a stabilizing brace on it, you can shoulder it, and it's not a short barrel rifle. But there is a proposed amnesty. And what this means is, if you currently have an AR pistol, and this proposal goes through, redefining your AR pistol now to a short barrel rifle, then you can take photos of it and send this into the ATF, and they will register that as an SBR. And the way that it reads, assuming, you're assuming some here, and you got to read between the lines, that amnesty you wouldn't have to pay your $200 tax stamp. Very similar to the first amnesty they gave people when they had like machine guns and that sort of stuff. When they become an NFA item, they were allowed to register them with the NFA, and they were able to grandfathered in an amnesty. So, this kind of sucks. If it goes through, it really sucks. In my opinion, NFA law should be done away with altogether. I don't see the reason, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what the law is currently and what it could change to. Is the ATF allowed to write and rewrite and change law? Well, the EPA, the Supreme Court ruled the EPA could not write and rewrite and change law. They just interpret the law. Bless you. Buster's got allergies. So I'm not sure if this does go through. Will it be challenged? For sure it'll be challenged. Will it be able to be challenged and hold water? In my opinion, no. But here again, it's just my opinion. When you're dealing with government bureaucracy, who knows what can happen? Another caveat is, let's say you're like, well, I'm going to take advantage of this amnesty, and I'm going to build me an SBR with a for real stock on it, and I'm going to register it as, an SBR in this amnesty. No, it has to be what is now considered an approved stabilizing brace. So you couldn't build you an SBR and take pictures and send it into the ATF, and then they register it as an SBR and you get amnesty. It has to be an AR pistol with a stabilizing brace. Now, well, what if I take the brace off, Hunter? I don't know. What if I just have a buffer tube on it? I don't know. There's not as much information out there that from a reliable source that I would be comfortable making any kind of guesstimates. So, y'all, I hope this doesn't even become a thing. I hate to see that every time we turn around, our rights are being encroached upon. It's really getting tiresome. But one thing to understand, one good piece of information to take away from this: if this happens, or as this happens, it's at least showing that the ATF is beginning to consider AR pistols as short barrel rifles. And that has to make you think that, well, if that's the case, and we don't have any trouble with people in AR pistols, there hasn't been any, it hasn't been problematic since the invention, then why is there even a problem with having a short barrel rifle? You dig what I'm saying? If they think they're one and the same, one hasn't been a problem, then that stands to reason the other one would not be a problem if it was available to purchase outside of the NFA legally. So that's really, after talking to the ATF and researching as best I can, these are all the solid facts on opinion that I got. And let me say this, these are all potential changes, nothing set in stone. So anyway, look here, I appreciate you watching the video. If you got any questions, comment below, let me know what you think. And we'll just kind of see how things develop. So I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Look forward to seeing you at the range.